Hello my enchanted ones, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today I am doing a requested video on how I cleanse my home. So my go-to method for cleansing my home is with incense of some sort, basically smudging the house. I'll use white sage sometimes. Most of the times I'll use Palo Santo because it's milder than white sage and I can use it more often. When we first moved in this house, I was using dragon's blood. I haven't used dragon's blood incense in a long time. But that's really strong too, and it's good for amplification and banishing and protecting and all of that. And then whatever incense sticks that I find when I'm out shopping, I'll use those. Sometimes I will also make my own loose incense with herbs or what have you. Might throw some resin in there and burn it on my charcoal disc. And because my incense burner isn't portable, I don't go from house to house, so you know, I'm just letting the smoke go where it goes. But when I have my incense sticks and my sage and my Palo Santo and that, I will go from room to room and smudge, and I smudge, make sure I smudge the doors, the entrances, you know, to the house, as well as the doors of the room, the windows. I make sure I get the corners, the closets, because, you know, the harsh corners energy can get trapped in there. So I make sure I get the corners and closets because, you know, the gnarlier entities like to hide in places like that, especially if you don't use your closet often, attics and things like that, basement places that you don't use often. You want to make sure you get those areas. And I smudge, and then when I'm done, you know, raise the windows and let the negative energy out, or I'll just have the windows open while I'm doing it. The negative energy out, and you know, have my intention of pushing the energy out of the rooms, working from the back of the house and pushing it out of the windows, pushing it out of the doors. You know, sometimes I will literally open the door. I don't know what my neighbors think of me, but I will literally open the door and be pushing energy out. So yeah, that's my go-to. Another thing that I will do, I will sometimes spray Florida water around the house. I do keep a bottle of, little quick side note and tip, I keep a bottle of Florida water in my personal spray bottle. So if I run up on some energy while I'm out and about, I can spray myself, and I don't even have to bring that energy into the car or even bring it home. My next go-to though is candle spells. I'll do candle magic and do a general cleansing for the whole house, for the whole family, that sort of thing. When I do my personal cleansings, I mainly just smudge myself when I'm doing cleansings. So I'll do spiritual baths, spiritual showers, spiritual showers more than baths. I'll spray myself with Florida water, and sometimes I do candle spells for me personally, personal cleansing spells, but mainly when I do a candle cleansing, it's for everybody. It's for the whole house and all of that. So that's my next go-to for cleansing my home. Another thing that I do, and I just did this yesterday as a matter of fact, I'll use my cleansing floor sweep, and I do have a video on that, my cleansing herb mix, I think is what it's called. And so my husband and son had cut the grass the other day, and so I was getting tired of all the grass being dragged in the house, especially it's been raining and shit. So I'm like, let me go ahead and sweep all of this mess off of the front doorstep and all that. I'm like, you know what, while I'm at it, let me do a cleanse. So that's what I did. And so after I got all the grass and everything, then I sprinkled my herb mix down, and, you know, I was saying my intentions in my head while I was doing it, while I was sweeping and, you know, clearing a path and clearing the house. So, and I'll do my cleansing herb mix in the kitchen, because actually yesterday it was more about clearing the path and everything. But when I'm doing cleansing my home and I use my herb mix, I really only do the kitchen floor. We only have tile in the kitchen and the bathrooms. And I guess I haven't felt called to do the cleansing herb mix in the bathrooms because we use bleach and all of that stuff. So that's strong enough to strip the negative energy that gets in there. So when I use my herb mix, I just use it in the kitchen. It's the heart of the home. It's where I set up my first altar. So, you know, symbolically it works. And that's another way that I cleanse my home. And recently, and I can show you, I made a cleansing sachet to cleanse the home. So let's see if you can see it. A little bit of broom closet witchcraft hiding in plain sight. And so I am working with the symbology of the welcome sign. Got some incense going in. I do work with the symbology of the welcome sign. One is a pumpkin, so I'm working with the energy of expansion. You know, pumpkins are all about expansion and prosperity and also amplification and stuff. So I'm working with that and the welcome, because I'm only welcoming high vibes in my home. You know, I'm only welcoming energy that has been cleansed into my home. And so that sachet has orange peel. I dehydrated the orange peel myself. I actually just dried it out because my kitchen was so hot. I did that last year. And so every day and throughout the day while it was drying, I was putting my intention into it. So I still put intention into it when I did the spell work, but it's already still, you know, it's got the intention in it from when I was drying it. So it's got orange peel in there, rosemary, and I'll put some angelica in there for spiritual aid. I think I got some wormwood in there. And I can't think of what else, but I think I did write it down. Because I do that. I just, you know, I'm very spontaneous with my magic. So yeah, that's how I cleanse my home. And I hope you found this video helpful. Very simple, nothing elaborate. How often I cleanse my home, it really just, I don't have a set time frame for when I do any of my spell work. I'm really spontaneous with my spell work. So I just go off of the energy. If I feel called to do a cleansing, you know, then I will go ahead and do it. If I'm seeing, okay, I'm having little accidents, keep nicking myself, I got some scars now, and that's what made me make the cleansing sachet. You know, if I'm having little accidents and things, burning myself, cutting myself, and all these little, okay, the energy is off. I need to do something heavier. My little mini smudgings and all of that isn't working. Or it's not, I won't say it's not working, it's just not enough. It's time to, okay, do an actual, you know, heavier duty, you know, and it'd be like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can wash your face every day, but it's not going to be the same as sometimes you need to just actually exfoliate. It's a heavier duty type of thing. It's not that your face was necessarily dirty. It just wasn't as clean as it could be. So yeah, that is it. That's how I cleanse my home. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell and all that jazz, and I will see you on the next one.